It's now been 4 days since that Microsoft computer outage affected people around the world. Most businesses have recovered, but one major airline has not. Take a look at this. This is the misery map, as they call it, from FlightAware, showing major airports that are seeing those delays, even cancellations. Atlanta, half the airport right now in the red, meaning that they are not seeing half of their flights take off at this point. NYC up in New York, you're almost a quarter of the way there. Miami, about the same. When you take a look at just how destructive this has been for the airlines in the red right now. ABC's Alexis Christoforous explains what's going on.
As the travel nightmare drags into a fifth day, word from the Department of Transportation, there's now an investigation into Delta Airlines over the recent flight disruptions and surge in consumer complaints. Delta struggling to bounce back after the CrowdStrike computer outage last week. Despite other airlines getting back on track, Delta again today had to cancel hundreds of flights after canceling around 1,100 flights yesterday and more than 5,000 since Friday, according to flight tracking site FlightAware. Some travelers stranded, many frustrated.
We all understand we're subject to computer failures. At this point, you've had 4 days to figure it out.
Today, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg announcing the investigation into Delta Airlines, writing, to ensure the airline is following the law and taking care of its passengers during continued widespread disruptions. Delta responding to the investigation, saying in part, Delta teams are working tirelessly to care for and make it right for customers impacted by delays and cancellations as we work to restore the reliable, on-time service they have come to expect from Delta.
I think there's one flight on Thursday, and it's like over $2,000 or something ridiculous.
The outage happening on a weekend Delta says was their busiest of the summer, where booked loads exceeded 90%. On Capitol Hill, House leaders demanding answers from CrowdStrike CEO George Kurtz, calling on him to testify before Congress to explain how a software update from Microsoft led to what's considered the largest IT outage in history that also affected hospitals, banks, and other crucial systems. CrowdStrike says it is actively in contact with congressional committees. In 2022, 10 of the largest U.S. airlines agreed to a series of customer service commitments in the event of delays and disruptions within the airline's control. That includes things like rebooking passengers at no additional cost. Alexis Christoforous, ABC News, New York.